Welcome back, folks. We are actually back on a bandit today. We are over here in Agriprom, and it's going to be just almost straight east of where it says Agriprom on the map. And we're in this trailer right here, about to talk to Mogul. I don't know how I missed this guy's quest. Somebody in the comments brought it up. I'll go ahead and throw their name up on the screen as a shout out to say thank you for letting me know I missed a quest. Let's ask him. We're going to tell him you're quite on edge. Something wrong? What if you're wrong? What if I want to help an honest man who's found himself in a tough spot? Enough jabbering. Tell me what happened or I'm leaving. He said he lost his gang, Piston, Bass, and Priest, like they vanished into thin air. How can that be? You lead the gang, and all three of them vanished without you knowing about it. So they're having trouble with stalkers at the cordon? It's really strange, but anyone who wanders the zone alone risks getting torn up by mutants or killed in an anomaly. What are you going to do about it? Sit here waiting for a miracle? He said he's waiting here because this is where they agreed to meet. You could be here for all eternity. Maybe I could try to find your friends. What do I do when I find them? Says if they're alive, get their asses into gear and send them here. If they're dead, bring their PDAs as proof. I'll try to find them. And you get the quest, what happened to the gang? So long. So we have to find Piston, Priest, and Bass. Piston's going to be in Agriprom as well as Bass. And then Priest is going to be all the way up in the pit. So we're going to go do the two here first. We're going to go find Bass first because I just remembered Piston is the one, he's down in this pit. And I don't know if there's a way to get out without dying. So I'm going to go get Bass first. And then I'm going to drop off all my stuff so that I don't lose it. So Bass is going to be to the west, a little bit north also of where you got the quest over here. And he's going to be in this area where people usually come to farm aluminum. You can climb this scaffolding to get up because he's going to be on top of the thing here. If you come up the scaffolding all the way to the top and then run south, he's going to be one drop down here. Examine the body. Get his PDA, and he's going to be right here on the map, just on the, I guess technically the second level of this. We're back up here where Piston's supposed to be, and he's going to be in this big chasm over here, which is another spot you usually go to get aluminum. But he's legit going to be down at the bottom right here. Like you can see his corpse down there. He's down there, which is right here on the map, which is basically just to the straight west from where the center of the search bubble is. And I mean, there's only one way down. Getting down here's not the problem. Getting out is the problem. You get 250 rubles from him as well as his PDA. And there's a black hole right here, so you can't go that way. Okay, so from where his body is, if you come back to here, you'll see this little lip right here in front of you, which is going to be right here on the map. If you walk up to it, you can charge jump and get up there. There's an anomaly right above you, so be careful, but you can walk right here, charge jump again, move forward, you get up to here, check above you again, you can move over to the right where you're at this one, charge jump, move forward, nothing above, and just keep jumping your way out, and you can't get out of there without dying. Good to know. All right, so now that was Piston's body. All we have to do is go find Priest, who's going to be all the way up in the pit. So I'll see you guys here in a second. All right, we are over here where Priest is, and he's going to be in the pit all the way down in the bottom southwest corner, and he's going to be outside this wall. In there is where the zombies and stuff usually spawn for the events, but he's going to be in the outside area here. Examine the body, and that ends what happened to the gang, and you get 3 stiffs quest. Take his PDA and leave, and now we're just heading back to Mogul. So we're gonna head all the way back down there, and I will see you guys here in a second. All right, we are back down at Mogul, all the way back in Agriprom. Same spot he was when we started the quest. You won't make their lives anything, I can tell you that. The whole gang is dead. Here are their PDAs. I only found their bodies, but by the looks of it, it was done by people, not mutants. And he thought it was the stalkers. And I said, don't jump to conclusions. There's something weird about all this. All the dead men had an ear cut off. Does that mean anything to you? And he says it's the orderlies. How about a little more detail? Who exactly did you have an agreement with? Then what? Totally lost. What's your plan, Avenger? And that all sounds well and good, but I still haven't gotten paid for my efforts. And you get 4,000 rubles. And now you get the quest Godfather. And we have to go meet the Godfather at the bar. So I'm going to run all the way back up to the bar, and I will see you guys here shortly. All right, we are up in the bar now, and the place we're going to have to go is to the top northwest up here. Mogul's going to be standing out here, and Godfather is right in there. Hang on, what does that mean? You're just sending me into the Kingpin right away? Well, then I guess it's time for me to meet the Godfather. And that ends Godfather, and now we get talking to Godfather. So now we walk in here and talk to him. Hello, Godfather. Mogul sent me here about the orderlies. They've caused us a lot of trouble, and they should get what they deserve. Said I'm just helping out Mogul. His squad was killed, and he says that it's anarchy. But for a real kingpin like you, nothing is impossible, right? And how do I convince you, oh brainy one, to throw in with Mogul? Why did the old kingpin ditch you? His old kingpin was Calgan. How can I help? Calgan was a smart guy, of course. So he wants us to go to use a signal tracker to locate the stash. So in that case, what's stopping you from locating your stash yourselves? You didn't have to send anyone, but now I turned up, right? I'll help you find the treasury that Calgan hid, but I'm expecting help from you after. What do you mean? And that ends talking to Godfather, and we get the quest Bandit Treasury. It'll all be on the up and up. I'll bring you your stash. So now we get a quest to go all the way up to the Dead City. Oh, when you come outside, this guy's going to stop you. His name is just Delivery Man. He said, are you planning to have business with Godfather? You can tell him me, you've got the wrong guy, or maybe I am. Thing is, none of your business. I'm going to tell him it's none of his business. And he says his boss wants to talk to us, and I say I don't like all of this. Well, it looks like I won't be getting any more out of you. And we get the quest Philatelist. All right. So now he wants us to go talk to the Philatelist when this guy wants to kill Philatelist. So now you have to choose whether to talk to him or go to the Dead City. And since he's pretty much just north of here, I'm probably going to run up there and talk to him on the way to the Dead City. So let me run all the way up there, and I'll see you guys when we get up to Philatelist. We are up here where Philatelist is, and it's literally just straight north from the farthest west Bar Army Warehouse transition zone here. And he's going to be in this trailer right here, which is right here on the map. What damn revolution? Who even are you, and why did you send for me? He says yes, he's an orderly, and he knows we're here on a lead from the mutual friend Mogul. And you can either say, right, this sounds like a trap, you'll never take me alive, and I'm assuming that's going to start a fight, or Philatelist, you're to blame for the death of Mogul's people. He says, listen, is there anybody in these parts that's not to blame for somebody's death? It's pointless to argue the fact that I killed someone, but what matters isn't who died, but who's still alive. I don't understand. He's a man of action. What matters to him is business, not personal grudges. Why did this Mogul fellow send you to the Godfather? Purely to get revenge with no profit for himself or you. You're looking for a profit, I take it? He says he didn't join the orderlies to hunt down Blessed. They have more than enough problems of their own. He says he ran into Mogul and his gang at the Cordon, and they were shooting stalkers. Mogul paid him off so he wouldn't touch one of his men, a Bless, okay? Later, he met with the stalkers that Mogul was shooting at, and they were angry, obviously, with Mogul, and they had their own Bless they were trying to save, so they decided to pay him to get revenge on Mogul. So he's basically just a hitman, it seems like. So you're saying you hunted down Mogul's people because some stalkers paid you to. He says it was an honest deal, nothing more. I'd be glad to do business in the future, be it with stalkers or bandits. They say Godfather's quite the savvy dealer. Be ashamed to not befriend a person like that. Problem is, my boy's never managed to reach Mogul, and now he's stirring the waters. So do you want me to go and kill Mogul? Take it easy. Where's the profit in killing Mogul right now? Your bandit buddies will start smelling something fishy, but if you gain Godfather's trust, then what? Then you convince him it's better to be friends with me and my people, and Mogul gets taken out, everyone profits. I get friendship with Godfather, you get money and respect from all sides. That sounds pretty wonderful to me, and that ends the quest Philatelist. I'll think about your offer. And he says, remember that Mogul is nothing but a psychotic scumbag. He doesn't give a hoot about you. I'm trying to please everyone. In my mind, this is the only way to do it. We shall see. So now that completes Philatelist's quest, and we just have to go to the Dead City and use our scanner. So I'm going to head over there, and I will see you guys once we get there. All right, we're up at the Dead City. We just have to get into the zone here to where we can run our scanner. Okay, let's do this again. I'm almost dead center of the Dead City while I'm doing this scan. And it's going to be through this other area. I can't go through the middle of this. It's Bio 3, and I don't have that big of a rad suit. Just try not to attract the bloodsuckers. All right, and once you get over here, this is where the signal is going to lead you. You can climb up on this. You can climb up on this fence here, and then you can climb up on top here, and there's going to be a hole to drop down through, which is, like I said, right here. And there's going to be a little electrical fuse box you need to interact with. Examine the hideout. Take the case without opening it, or you can take the case but pocket some of the money. I'm not going to mess with Godfather because I'm hoping he has more quests later. Take it without opening it. That ends Honesty and Money. You get the treasury and you get the Lost Stash quest. And now we're just going all the way back to Godfather in the bar. So I'll see you guys once we run all the way back over there. All right, we're all the way back at the bar. Coming back over here to talk to the Godfather again. Here's your stash, straight out of Calgan's hideout, and deliver the treasure. He said he prepared this reward especially for me. You seem like a good person to keep around. Thanks for the reward. Are you willing to discuss the relationship between the bandits and the orderlies now? What do you mean? And he said that he's got other matters to deal with right now because the biggest headache is the soldiers. They've become too active. Our gang keeps taking the brunt of the blows. A bad peace is better than a good war. That means we need to make peace with them at least temporarily. What can I do? There's a person who lives in the army warehouses, might be able to act as an intermediary. He goes by lawyer. Give him the case full of money along with my regards. Well, okay, I'll do it. We get 10,000 rubles and the case we're supposed to bribe lawyer with. That ends the lost stash, and now we get the quest the lawyer. I'm off to give him a little present. And he's going to be pretty far north in the army warehouses, almost due west of where it actually says army warehouses on the map. So I'm going to run all the way up there, and I'll see you guys here in a second. We're up here where the lawyer is. He's going to be upstairs here. Right here in this little compound. He's chilling on the couch here. Little from column A, little from column B. I'm one hell of a daredevil, and Godfather sent me. He wants a truce with the soldiers. Give him the bribe. Godfather's hoping that this money will be enough to convince the soldiers to agree to a tenuous truce, at least temporarily. You can tell Godfather that I'll make sure this money gets to the right place, and that ends lawyer, and you get the quest a successful deal. Now we're just going back to Godfather, so I'm going to run all the way back down there, and I'll see y'all in a second. All right, we're back down at the bar. Talk to Godfather again. Yes, I gave the money to lawyer. I wouldn't say no to a reward, but that's not all. As you well know, we have unfinished business, and that's going to give you 7,000 rubles, and that ends a successful deal, and we get the quest a meeting. He said the orderlies in Mogul, they're butting heads, have to decide which bull to send to the slaughter. We've set up a meeting with them not far from here. Head that way, and we'll solve things there. So now we just have to go attend the meeting, which the meeting's pretty much just going to be kind of outside of here. It's not too far from where the bandit entrance is in the bar. Okay, so like I said, the meeting is just kind of to the north of where you come out of the bar. As soon as you get close, Godfather locks you into the conversation. Godfather's brought an entire troop to the meeting. His men outnumber the squad of the orderlies, headed by Philatelist, who's glancing around anxiously. A little way off stands Mogul. Judging from his expression, he's barely holding himself back from attacking the orderlies. Godfather, well, everyone's here as expected. Mogul is bad-mouthing the orderlies, and they're offering us friendship, claiming Mogul's full of crap. What do you think? You were a big help to us. Half my people side with Mogul, the other half with the orderlies. What do you say? And I'm going to support the orderlies because at the end of the day, Philatelist may be an orderly, but he's also not emotional. He's just doing whatever somebody pays money to do, where Mogul is very emotional and hot-headed. So I'm going to say the orderlies are powerful and influential, but Mogul couldn't even save his gang. No point in throwing in with a weakling. Mogul really is soft, couldn't protect himself or his people. He came to ask me for help, but offered nothing in exchange. Making friends with the orderlies means acquiring a powerful ally, and that is what we're lacking these days. Looks like Mogul is expendable. After you tell him that, it says everything seems to happen in the blink of an eye. One of Godfather's bandits deals Mogul a lowly blow to the back of the head with the stock of his gun. This concerted bandit falls to his knees, 2 shots to the head, and the troublemaker is on the way to the next world. And that ends the quest, a meeting, and then we get the quest after the meeting. It's over. Situation's been handled, but I think we have more work to do together. See you in the bar. It's a deal. So now we just got to go back to the bar, but I am going to talk to Philatelist. You seem quite pleased how things turned out. If I remember right, wasn't there supposed to be a reward for helping you to establish diplomatic relations with Godfather? Not sure I can say the same, but perfectly content with my reward. Thanks. And he gives you 10,000 rubles, 5 anti-rads, and 179 mil ammo. Who knows? So long, Philatelist. Search the body. If you search Mogul's body, you get a pouch of 7.62 armor piercing, Hercules ×3, energy drinks ×3, pouch of scientific first aid kit, pouch of 5.56, 5.45, and 3 epi. So don't forget to search the body before you leave. And now we're just heading back to the bar. We're going to head back up here and talk to Godfather now. He's going to be back where he was when we first met him. Now the quest after the meeting's complete. Time will tell, won't it? Made friends with the orderlies, not bad, but it might not prove to be enough later. You're no slouch, kid, a finger in every pie and a knife in every kidney. That's how I do it. He says he wants to attract some fresh blood to the gang. It'd be good to attract someone who has a grudge against the Blessed, since we're allied with the orderlies now. That'd make it easier for us to all interact. What do you suggest? There's all kinds of gangs in the south, both large and small. Not a bad idea to take over one of them, or rather, offer them an equal partnership, of course. Head to the south and find more allies. Okay, I'll try to find some fresh blood for the gang. And we get the quest, an ally for Godfather. And we just have to go to Photon 2 for that. So I'm going to run all the way down to Photon, and I'll see you guys here in a second. We are back down to Photon 2. We're going to be trying to find somebody to ally with Godfather. We're going to be talking to Flail, who is outside here. See what he's got to say. He's sitting on a box right next to where Cop is. I have an interesting offer for you. Lowlifes like you are just what a kingpin named Godfather is looking for up at the bar. He needs reliable folks who are willing to gank the Blessed. You and your squad seem to fit that description. Okay, you'll get your advance. So we need trophies for Flail. He wants boar hoofs ×10s, 10 pickles, and 20 alpha data fragments, plus 3 bloodsuckers tentacles. You may have been able to get out of it by saying, don't you think you're asking too much? But it is what it is. Let's see what we got here. I'm pretty sure I don't have any bloodsucker tentacles. I've got the pickles, and I just so happen to have the alpha data fragments. I don't have bloodsucker tentacles. Okay, so I need 2 more boar hoofs, and I'm good to go. So I'm gonna go farm up 2 boar hoofs, and I'll be right back. All right, so we got everything we need now. Let's talk to Flail again. Trophies for Flail is complete, and now we have an agreement received. You got your advance. Now will you go to Godfather, no extra lip? I already knew that. What about you? So now an agreement is complete. An ally for Godfather is complete, and we have finding allies received. Great. And now we just got to run all the way back up to Godfather. So I'm going to make that long journey, and I'll see you guys here in a second. Alrighty, we are back up at the bar, going to talk to Godfather again. Let's see what he has to say now. Yes, I've sorted it all. You've gotten stronger again, Godfather. I hope it means I'm getting richer. I remembered your warning. I have my head on straight. I didn't go against you, and I wasn't a rat. Thanks, Godfather. And that gives us 20,000 rubles, 1,000 repair parts, and a pouch of scientific first aid kits. And that ends finding allies. And tell him I'll be sure to stop by. So that seems to be the end of his quest line. If there is something else that ties into him, go ahead and drop it in the comments below, and I'll be sure to go and do that quest as well and make a video on it. But if this video helped you out, go ahead and drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one, and I will catch you in the next video. Y'all take it easy.